What's up, my guys? I'm your host, Cody, and we got a lot to talk about, don't we? Well, welcome to the show. What we do here on the Wrestling Report Card is I take a wrestling show. I break down every match. I give them each a letter grade, and at the end, I tally them some bitches up to give that show its own report card. Now, just because WrestleMania week's over, that don't mean the excitement stops, my guy. Tonight, we're talking the April 5th edition of AEW Dynamite. And I tell you what, the hottest free agent in the game just signed with AEW. He kicked the show off. Not only that, we find out that the pay-per-view that started everything, All In, will have its second coming this year at the same place where we had Bret Hart taking on the British Bulldog back at SummerSlam 92. That's right, I'm talking about Wembley Stadium. And guess whose contract ends the July right before that happens? Yeah, Drew McIntyre, my guy. So not only do we got that on the show tonight, we have 4 titles matches, and live in New York, it's MJF Day. That's right, we talking Long Island. Somebody go grab me a scarf, damn it. So as y'all can tell, we got a lot to talk about. Without further ado, go on and buckle up your seatbelts. And let's get to grading, my guy. Now, we were scheduled to start tonight off with Ricky Starks taking on Juice Robinson. But when Ricky Starks came down, before his music could even end, out comes Juice. But he wasn't alone, oh no. His fellow Bullet Club member and the hottest free agent in pro wrestling today, Jay Switchblade White, is now all elite. They came out, they laid the smackdown on Ricky Starks, and I tell you what, they even made it official with the poster and everything. You know which one I'm talking about, damn it. And that's how you kick off Dynamite after Mania, though I can't help but think this is somehow Vince McMahon and that damn mustache's fault. I mean, have you seen that thing? I just know Triple H is somewhere mad as hell right now. Well, for that opening segment, I'm going to slap a B- on that sumbitch. I thought it was good, but I'm going to be honest. Before I could even sit down to watch Dynamite, I felt like Jay White was already in the ring. Like there was no build-up, no nothing. But hey, I can't be too mad. Jay White is in AEW, my guy. Well, we got to keep it pushing because next up, we got our first of 4 title matches tonight. You got the Trios titles on the line as you got the House of Black defending the titles against Orange Cassidy and the Best Friends. And I tell you what, OC and the boys brought it tonight. But at the end of the day, Buddy Murphy Matthews paid homage to his former mentor, Seth Rollins. He hit the stomp. And ain't nobody kicking out of that, my guy. House of Black picks up the 1, 2, 3. Now, I'm going to slap a B+ on that sumbitch, but we're going to move forward over to the women's division for our second titles match of the night. You got Jamie Hayter defending the AEW Women's Champion against the first champ ever, Riho. And I tell you what, that Riho is tougher than a $2 steak. She was all over the champ tonight. But all it takes is 1 dose of that Haterade, and ain't nobody kicking out of that, my guy. Hayter picks up the 1, 2, 3. And for the women's title match right there, I'm going to slap a B- on that sumbitch. But next up, in Long Island, everybody get your scarves ready, because live from New York, it's MJF Day. I mean, my guy came out and put on a performance that would make Sinatra look like an amateur. Yeah. Bryan Danielson already hates him. Now, I don't know who the hell Miss Benedict is out there in Long Island, but she is hated more than the mayor, my guy. And did I hear an ADD chant on AEW? I mean, that's a first, but hell yeah, give it up for the ADD. Anyways, before leaving, the champ asked the crowd if they wanted an encore. I mean, who wouldn't? So he walked back towards the band. When the guy with the cymbals came early, don't worry, it happens to the best of us, crashed them together. But as it turns out, that ended up being Jungle Boy in disguise. He came up, blindsided MJF. They start throwing down, and it took all of security to come out and break them up. Now you got the AEW Championship laying in the middle of the ramp, both guys getting held back. Next thing you know, Sammy Guevara's music hit. He comes down for his match, but he stops, grabs that belt, stares both guys down before shoving that sumbitch back to MJF. And I cannot wait to see what all unfolds from that. But for now, I'm going to slap an A on that sumbitch, but we got to move on because next up, Sammy Guevara is in action as he takes on the high-flying Commander. And holy shit, what in the hell did we just watch? That Commander was in the air more than he was on the ground, I tell you what. But he went up one too many times because Sammy met him up there. They both ran across the ropes. Then Sammy hit that sumbitch with some sort of cutter before loading him up, hitting the GTH. And ain't nobody kicking out of that, my guy. But after the match, with Darby looking on up from the rafters with his crazy ass, Sammy cut a little promo on MJF in Long Island. Yeah, great idea there. Before he just went on and said, screw Darby and screw Jungle Boy while we're at it. Like, what the hell did they do to you? Anyways, for all that right there, for that match and everything after, I'ma slap a B on that sumbitch. The match was great. The promo, wasn't Sammy's best work, but I ain't gonna dog him too much. Now let's keep it pushing, because next up, we got our third title match on the line, as you got Hook defending his FTW title against Ethan Page. Now remember, Ethan Page came down with Matt Hardy, but in the middle of the match, Ethan Page went to use Hook's own belt against him, but Matt Hardy stopped him, and then by God, Matt Hardy clocked Ethan Page with the belt, and by the time the ref turned around, Hook with the red rum finisher, and ain't nobody getting out of that, my guy. He gets the victory, and to add insult to injury, Matt Hardy even ended up leaving with Hook. Like, I feel bad for Ethan Page, but I guess the firm has come to an end, my guy. So for that title match right there, I'm going to slap a C+ on that sumbitch. Next, we then just watched the Blackpool Combat Club absolutely destroy 3 jobbers on live TV. I mean, even after they got the win, these 3 were still kicking their ass. What are they pissed about? They still mad about William Regal leaving? Anyways, after the match, Bryan Danielson got on the mic, sent some shots over at the Elite and WWE when Hangman's dumbass ran out. And I know them Texans ain't too good at math, but 1-on-4, come on, my guy. But I tell you what, MJF brought out that dog out of Bryan Danielson. That sumbitch really doesn't like amateurs, does he? But screwdrivers, on the other hand, oh yes, are we going to a Danielson Hangman eye versus eye match? I tell you what, Rey Mysterio somewhere happy as hell right now. I'ma slap a B+ on that sumbitch. About time we turn them for a heel, because that's definitely the right move. Well, that's enough of the talk, because it's time for the main event. Okay, first off, who the hell let the ass boys come out to many men? What a waste. Honestly, they should have saved that for CM Punk. Anyways, it's the Guns, aka the ass boys, taking on FTR, AEW titles versus AEW careers. If FTR loses, they are gone from AEW. Now, the ass boys kept trying to cheat, and FTR actually had to stop the ref from DQing them so they wouldn't be, out of AEW. However, with the ref distracted, the ass boys' hard cheating paid off as they finally struck Dax with one of the titles, but it wasn't enough. Next thing you know, FTR came out of the scramble on top with a double roll-up, and they picked up the 1, 2, 3, and are your new AEW Tag Team Champions. Again, Triple H is somewhere mad as hell right now. Hey, sorry about you, but I can't swirl that like Vince does, but you know what I'm getting at right there. But for that main event, I'ma slap a B on that sumbitch. I can't wait to see where the tag team division goes now that we have actual champs. And again, who the hell let them boys come out to many men? Tony Khan, me and you gonna have to have a word, my guy. Well, hey, y'all know what time of the show it is. We got all the grades in. Now let's take a look at the report card. After tallying everything up, we came out with a final letter grade of a B. That's right, an 86%, just barely edging out this week's episode of Monday Night Raw. And if you ain't down with that, I only got 2 words for you: McMahon mustache. Well, I appreciate all y'all tuning in, all 12 of you. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. That would be cool. You could even like, you could comment. I don't know what you do on these things. Go ahead and help me out, though. Also want to give a shout out to my guy OG Bobby Knifehawk on the beat, man. Does this for me every video. I appreciate everybody. Like I said, I'm your host Cody. I'm gonna be signing off. I hope all y'all stay safe and have a nice day.